back in just a moment. Welcome all. Thanks for tuning in to 2K Sports. We've got some NBA action coming up for you. This is Brian Anderson with Clark Kellogg and Grant Hill. Allie LaForce with us on the sideline. Allie, it's all yours.
Kawhi Leonard, as you know, who is a multiple defensive player of the year winner, studies film. But what's interesting is he said more than watching the players, he watches the team's whole scheme, trying to know their tendencies so he can guess. He said, quote, that's what it comes down to, really, making the best guess. Guys, it sounds so simple, but the more educated the team.
Yeah, deceptively so. Thank you, Allie. Looking at the starting five for the Minnesota Timberwolves. They've got Karl Anthony Towns. He's out there with Rudy Gobert. D'Angelo Russell is out there with Edwards. And it's Noel in at the shooting guard position. And for the Clippers, on the wings, it's George and Kawhi. Then there's Reggie Jackson. Then there's Ivica Zubac. And it's Batum in at the 4. Jackson against Russell. Pass to Noel. Back to Russell. The 3 ball. Nice start for him. Sinking his first shot.
Well, you look at D'Angelo Russell, he's got a sweet stroke. The lefty can knock it down from 3, but always seems to be playing at his pace, under good control.
And the basket is good. Towns with the ball. Here's Noel. George defending. Russell from outside. Rebound by the Clippers. And Leonard, here we go. And it's good. 2 points.
Yes, and how about the unselfishness? Paul George has no problem sharing the ball. And to think, B.A., last season, Kawhi Leonard recorded the first triple-double of his career. Now, as great as he is, it's surprising to me that it took him 9 seasons to get one. But his passing has now reached another level.
Jackson finds George. Good work defensively by Russell.
Well, that's a look. He has to finish it. He knows it. Long opportunity.
To the inside. Noel, that's good. And to your point, Grant, last season, far and away, the most assists per game of Kawhi's career.
No question, B.A. Now, we're used to thinking of him more as a play terminator than a play maker. And with this high efficiency and low turnovers, there's no problem with that. But he wants to be great in all areas of the game. His playmaking is something to watch. Threading that pass right in there.
It's George with a drive. And it's Gobert with a rebound.
Good offense squaring up against better D there. Gotta appreciate that stop.
Russell with the ball. Jackson in his pocket. Russell, that's good.
Well, I tell you what, such a smooth, tight handle. I mean, especially for a guy with a 6'5" frame and 6'9" wingspan.
Kicks it to George. He takes it in. And a jam by George.
Oh, just an artful little reverse slam.
Power and style. That was sweet.
Outstanding awareness and a terrific finish.
Now here's Russell. He's got 5. Pass to Towns. Shot on the wing. No good off the glass.
And even with the miss, that's a high percentage shot for him.
And there's the foul. It's on D'Angelo Russell. That'll be his second foul of the game.
And that's 2 fouls for him this quarter. A third would be a problem.
Forbes is checked in for Russell. Here's Leonard. Down the top by Leonard.
And Leonard enjoys jamming it home. Got to keep him as far away from the hoop as possible.
Minnesota with the ball. Here's Noel. Down to screen on George. To the right side. 3-pointer. Towns can't get it to go. The Clippers have gone 4 of 7, shooting a solid percentage. George drives in. Ooh, plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now.
Well, George can really change pace quickly. He's excellent at drawing physical contact.
And he can't hit the second.
No one expected to see that. He's been owning the line as of late. You know, he looks a little off kilter to me this quarter, still trying to find his rhythm.
Back to Towns. Buries it down low.
That's just a difficult assignment. I mean, having to guard Towns in that area, he's always going to find a way to get his shot off clean.
Pass to George. Back to Jackson. And here in the first quarter, a little over 3.5 minutes played. Leonard for three. Not going to go that time. The Timberwolves go the other way with it. Here's Edwards. Doubled by Jackson. Now here's Gobert. Towns for three. Batum pulls it in. The drop by Jackson. Pass to Zubats. George outside. Let's go with a three. Knocks it down from distance. George has got his second basket of the night.
Right there, I think you got to try and run George off his spot. I mean, he's a lights-out long-distance shooter and has great confidence.
Here's Towns. And here's Edwards outside. And the shot's off. 1 for 2 in this one. Leonard attacking. And the dunk by Leonard.
That move is what makes Kawhi so lethal. I mean, you have to respect the outside shot, but he can also take it right to the basket.
Here's Edwards. Over Leonard. Ooh, once again, off the mark by Minnesota. The Clippers in the lead. And the dunk by Leonard.
BA, the one-hand dunk just looks so fluid.
Yeah, absolutely. Even smooth when he's powered at home like that.
Part of what makes him unique, guys, that combination of power and power.
They've been having major problems offensively.
Definitely in a bit of a dry spell.
Here's Rivers. Ooh, that's been falling for them right now. And Covington, here we go. And he goes in for the dunk.
You can really feel the momentum swinging in their direction. You know, they need to stay aggressive here. Build the lead up while they've got the chance. Don't waste this opportunity.
And the Timberwolves call time here.
Yeah, you look at the measurables for Robert Covington, 6'7", maybe 6'7.5", a 7'2" wingspan. That's what jumps out at you. No wonder he's always among the league leaders in steals and deflections.
And the Clippers making a change here. Kennard's checked in. To the wing on the left. Here's Rivers. Defended by Kennard. Pass to Anderson. Shot clock at 6. McDaniels. Always a nice way to start. Makes his first one. So disruptive. There he is.
Yeah, he sure is. And, you know, BA, we're used to big guys taking up space. But this guy, Covington, does it from the wing. That kind of length and versatility, highly valued in today's game.
Here's Rivers. Following the score by the Clippers. 1:57 left in the opening quarter. Here's Reed. He rolls around and rims out.
You know, you'd like to see a little more effort there defensively, but maybe they wanted him to take that shot, baited him into it.
Ball for three. Rebounded by the Timberwolves.
Yeah, the half and half balls are going their way, and that's really a function of effort and intensity. You know, the ball doesn't discriminate. Whoever goes and gets it, that's who owns it.
On offense, here are the Clippers. They're on a 16-4 run. It's not going to go for them, and Minnesota will come the other way. Pass to Rivers. Fires the three. Kennard with the rebound. Los Angeles is going 1 of 4 for 3-point land. There's the drive, and he banks in the layup.
Not much resistance from the defense. Easy play that time for him.
Outside wall. From downtown, the shot comes out. The Timberwolves trail. 44 seconds left to play in the first quarter. McDaniels, that's good. So it's the Clippers now. Powell outside. Back to Wall. Pass to Covington. Out to Powell. Morris on the wing. Outside Covington. This one for three. Forbes with the rebound. Minnesota shooting right around 42% in the first. Here's McDaniels. Here's Rivers. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game from him. Here's Reed. Good D by Covington. Well, good close contest so far as we finish the first quarter. Clippers ahead. They're up by 3. And the second quarter about to get started. We'll be back in a moment. And earlier we spoke with Paul George about how they've integrated all the talent.
Everybody has a chip on their shoulder. Everybody wants to win.
And that last point is key. This team plays lockdown defense.
And that's a big part of their identity, BA. Most teams talk about being well balanced. This team lives it.
Good action already in this one. A fairly even matchup after this first quarter play. And let's quickly break down the game we've seen from the Clippers guys.
You can really see the strategy coming in. Get the ball into the painted area. Yeah, and it's working. They've got a clear edge and points in the paint. Now we'll see if they go with a more balanced attack or just keep on pounding it inside.
On the court for the Timberwolves. They've got D'Angelo Russell. Edwards out there with Karl Anthony Towns. Then it's Rudy Gobert. And it's Noel in at the 2 guard.
One reason this game is so tight is because both teams are hitting the boards with reckless abandon. The battle to a standstill on the boards has really been something to watch. And the game's not over yet. We'll see if one of these teams maintains more energy than the other going down the stretch.
And Minnesota has possession. The Clippers getting their last shot to go. Russell. This is off the left iron. The Clippers have got 2 of 3 shots to go in the second. Ball with it. Russell covering. Here's Morris. And good. Coming on the assist by Wall. And the Clippers lead by 9. Well, Grant, the game's tempo seems to increase each year. Do you think there's a point at which it'll snap back to the other direction?
You know, BA, that's a great point. I think back to the 90s when I played, and the game was at a snail's pace. It was a grinded out defensive battle. And slowly over the years, the tempo has picked up. As you said, each and every year it's increased. But I do think at some point, the pendulum will swing back. A little bit more a little bit less pace in terms of how the game is played. I don't think we're there yet, but we're getting close. The game constantly evolves in some form or fashion, and I believe that we'll kind of get back to maybe a little bit more of a slower pace at some point in the future.
The kind of game we see in the playoffs.
Exactly. Well, you look at Russell repeatedly making plays around the rim. His imagination and creativity allow him to do so. Overall, though, they've taken good care of the ball. That's their first turnover.
Here's Noel. George defending. Blocked! Now Leonard. Russell with the rebound. Pass break Minnesota. Here's Noel. Rejected by George.
Terrific focus of George there. Reading the shooter the entire way through. A great shot.
Lays it up and in on a nice reverse. George has gotten 4 this quarter.
They are passing the ball around tremendously right now.
Boy, they need something to go to regain some confidence.
No question. Way too many empty possessions for them. Big guard, nice handle. D'Angelo can take you a number of ways off the drive.
Here's Jackson. The Timberwolves getting their last shot to go. And a dunk by Jackson.
Attacking the rim with power.
Tremendous finish.
Really piling on the lead with a dunk like that.
Now here's Towns. With the drive. Can't connect. Making him 1 for 6 from the field.
And they're doing strong work on the glass. A +5 advantage for them. And guys, you know that rebounding is a huge part, a huge component of winning games. It's not a glamorous stat, but it's necessary if you're going to be a winning team.
The shot by Russell, no good. Los Angeles has gone 0 for 2 from outside in the second quarter. George outside. Closing in on 4 minutes played here in the second quarter. Back to Jackson. Fires for 3. And it's Gobert with a rebound. Gobert's got 5 rebounds tonight. The Timberwolves shooting just around 34% of this game so far. Pass to Edwards. Now here's Russell. 9 points in the game. To the paint. 6 on the shot clock.
That's his second foul of the first half. Not a big deal yet, but something to keep an eye on.
For the Clippers, Covington comes in for Zubats. And it's Powell in for Kawhi Leonard. And I'm glad we got to see the mobile one block once more. What a play.
An emphatic rejection. You gotta appreciate that kind of forceful defense.
And there's the call on Reggie Jackson. That's his first foul of the game.
One of the few mistakes they made this half. Turnovers haven't been an issue for him yet.
Kennard, he's checked in for Paul George. Pass to McDaniels. Here's Rivers. Outside Russell. Here's Towns. And it's off the back of the rim. No good.
That's a rare miss for him inside. He may have just rushed to the rim. Maybe lost concentration too. Boy, how about the story of Robert Covington, BA? Undrafted out of Tennessee State. And you go back even farther in his history. In primary and secondary school, he was cut from the team 3 times. An underdog from the very start, but I'm sure that's part of why his drive has gotten him to this point.
Oh, love the intensity once they're hitting the boards.
Guys, that's been the key to their league. I mean, simply put, the effort they've displayed on the glass has been the difference.
Now here's Kennard. From behind the arc. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. You know, you think back to the early days of the process in Philadelphia. Covington may be the foremost diamond in the rough player they've discovered one.
Can't disagree with you at all, BA. I mean, the Sixers did a lot of losing in those days, but Covington never got discouraged. Always continued to play hard and play well. He knew it was a really good opportunity for him to develop and solidify his place in the league, and he's done just that.
All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Ryan, with the pandemic, player workouts going into the draft were restricted. Instead, a lot of video chat interviews and even IQ tests. Players completing timed exercises, testing their memory and skills. Whether or not you believe the game is 90% mental, it's obviously an important component.
It truly is. Thanks, Allie. Good stuff. Here's McDaniels. And the officials whistle a foul on the shot. The bucket is good, and he'll go to the line.
Second chance points are always painful. Have to make the effort to box out. Hey, guys standing around spectating, I mean, you got to get in there and get tough.
And a great game plan is not enough to be an elite coach in this league anymore. To succeed in the playoffs, you have to be able to adjust on the fly. Grant, who comes to mind in that category?
Well, first of all, BA, I agree 100%. Playoffs is all about adjusting and adapting. There's some coaches in recent years who've had great success. I think of Tyronn Lue in Game 5, down 3-1, made some adjustments for Cleveland against Golden State. Of course, Nick Nurse a few years ago against Milwaukee in the Eastern Conference Finals, down 2-0, making adjustments. That's the thing. At the end of the day, your stars help you, your bench helps you, and of course your coach. The ability to make those adjustments on the fly is the key to success in the postseason.
The 3. Rivers shot is off.
Nice rebound. Trying to match the other team's intensity right now. And that's a good place to start if you're going to try to find your way back into this game. Get to work on the glass.
Now here's Covington. Back to Jackson. The 3 is up. That doesn't go either for Jackson. The Timberwolves trail. Right wing. Here's Anderson. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
Yeah, really left him no choice there. He had the foul and people were converting the easy buckets.
Morris, he's checked in for the Clippers. Wall comes in for Jackson. And you know, Clark, it seems most NBA fans know nothing about Bryn Forbes.
Yeah, you know what? He was undrafted, and yet he has been a consistent, laser-like shooter throughout his college days and now in the NBA. Solid three-point percentage for his career. He's out there for one purpose: make threes and spread the floor.
Here's Forbes. But no scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. Here's Anderson, driving to the basket. Ooh, he's looking comfortable now, 3 for 3.
Hey, they're just getting pushed around inside. Yeah, you can't say that with enough emphasis. I mean, defenders are just not being aggressive enough down low. You got to play with some physicality in the paint.
They set the screen. There's the triple. And that's not going to go. And we're through the first half of play here in what's been a good one.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, and for the Clippers, the wing tandem of Kawhi Leonard and Paul George inviting historic comparisons. And that's going to do it for our halftime show, sadly.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard. Without question, Kawhi Leonard displaying his skills today.
Yeah, tonight, he's done a great job of slashing through the lane and finishing. Yeah, you know what, guys? They gave him too many free runs to the hoop in the first half. I think they've got to be a lot tougher on him, body him up, be physical with him.
The talented pair of George and Kawhi at the 2 and the 3. Then there's Ivica Zubac. Then there's Reggie Jackson. And it's Batum in at the power forward position. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Clippers. Inside. And there's Russell on the assist by Edwards. Russell's got 13 points.
When it's this close, every bucket matters. We need good looks.
And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up.
And when George has the ball in a comfortable spot, he's looking to draw the foul, feeling there's nobody that can stay with him.
George hits them both. And for Minnesota, they're shooting just 38%. Their offense not where they want to be. Russell against Jackson. Pass to Towns. And that's going to be a travel.
When the game is snug, you can afford to get those kinds of turnovers.
The Clippers in the lead. And it's out of bounds to the Clippers as the Clippers retain possession. Second half rolling along, about a minute played here. George is going 1 of 5 from 3-point territory. And here's Edwards outside. Rebound by the Clippers. Zubac has got his 7th rebound here tonight. The drive by Jackson. George finds Leonard. Ooh, and Leonard throws it down.
That one rocked this arena.
That's the kind of dunk right there that makes you think he's going to rip down the rim.
Now that is some real industrial size strength right there.
Gives Edwards. Leonard defending. Here's Towns. Uses the glass on the layup. Towns has got a second bucket on the night.
Yeah, their defense is starting to wear down. That's 3 straight buckets at the rim.
Jackson outside. Outside the arc. And it's Gobert with a rebound. Gobert's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one.
Well, I don't think he's performing up to his own expectations, but they still find themselves out in front. And plays like that one can make the difference in a close game.
And it definitely got the bench on their feet, too.
Making a statement for sure. I mean, we'll see if they can maintain that aggressive approach, guys.
The Timberwolves have gotten 3 of 4 shots to fall so far in the third. Pass to Russell. Here's Towns for the lead. The rebound by Jackson.
And you just can't afford to give up that kind of look very often.
Going inside, and he makes it.
The quickness of Reggie Jackson, terrific. Superb at slicing apart the defense with his drive to the rack.
Here's Edwards. 3 minutes gone now in the third quarter. Pass to Noel. Towns down low. And it's in there. Towns has got 4 points this quarter.
That's 10 straight points they've given up in the painted area. And you know, it doesn't matter how good your defense is on the perimeter if you're going to allow easy ones inside like that.
Here's George. And George with the jam.
He's funneling body control from George. I mean, taking the hit like a man and still getting all the way to the basket.
Here's Russell. Drops in the layup for 2. Russell's got 15 points.
Ooh, an aggressive move. Takes it strong, and there's no help defensively.
And George with the jam.
Great speed displayed by George on his way to the bucket. Devastating to the defense with those dunking skills of his.
Over to the wing. And there's Towns on the assist by Russell. Russell's got 4 assists now tonight. And the Clippers call time here. And Grant, you won 2 college titles at Duke, a Hall of Fame NBA career. Now, does it bother you that you never won an NBA title?
Yeah, man, you would bring that up. It definitely bothers me. I played 19 years in the NBA and never got a chance to play on that stage in the NBA Finals, let alone win an NBA title. Having tasted what it's like to be a champion twice in college and with USA in 1996, one of my big regrets was never having that opportunity to experience that on the NBA level.
Los Angeles has gone only 1 of 4 from three-point land in the third quarter. Leonard passes to Wall. George outside. Outside Wall. Lets the 3 fly. Good work defensively by Russell.
Oh, man, he can't get anything to fall. You can feel his frustration. And he's got to find other ways to contribute there because his shot making is not happening right now.
Pass to Towns. 6 to shoot. Outside Russell. Takes the 3. Offensive rebound. That shot off the mark. For Los Angeles, they've gotten 5 of 10 shots to go. Timeout called the Clippers. Ball for 3. The shot misses. Minnesota's got nothing to fall from outside in this third quarter. And Russell, here we go. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Russell's got 17.
Seems like he can't miss right now, guys. I mean, completely in the zone this quarter. And you know what? So much is asked of today's big man. And Karl Anthony Towns offensively as good as they come, no doubt about that. But you know, until he wins at a high level and does some damage in the playoffs, people will nitpick his game.
To the wing, right side. This one time! And it's good on the lay-in. Russell's got 8 points here in the quarter.
Boy, nice job that time, guys, from Forbes, spotting the wide open man and dropping the dime.
Leonard, right side. Towns with a rebound. Towns has got 4 rebounds now. You know, Clark, for star players on losing teams, the phrase empty numbers gets thrown around. Maybe unfair, but how does Towns garner more wins?
Yeah, you know what? Yeah, I do think it's unfair, quite honestly. It's a team game, but a lot is on his shoulders. It's really hard to distract Paul George when he goes into a shot. I mean, even though the defense is there and maybe the obvious foul, doesn't seem to bother.
Powell, he's checked in for the Clippers. The Timberwolves also with a sub. Rivers is checked in. The Timberwolves have gotten 8 of 14 attempts to go in the second half so far. For the lead, that falls. Nice assist by Russell. Russell's got his 5th assist in this one.
Yeah, you look at Russell, one of the things I like most about his game is this guy has great vision and passing ability. They've been going to him an awful lot this game, and you can see why. He's pouring it on. .19 left in the third quarter of the game.
set a pick. And Russell, here we go. And then Russell with the dunk.
You know, we've seen a big jump from Russell in terms of his production. Now he's a legitimate scorer who can dominate a game with his offense.
And the Clippers making a change here. Kennard's checked in. The Timberwolves making a switch here. Ball against Russell. To the middle. Reed. It's deflected.
You know, you talk about Covington, and he's what you call a typical 3-and-D player. Has been that way most of his career.
And that one falls to the wall. So after making the first, he goes 1 for 2.
Unable to knock them all down, but still he puts them up by 1.
Russell against Kennard. Now here's Russell. Tight defense on him.
Excelling in the pick and roll back at the Ohio State University. Russell bringing that skill along with him to the NBA. That skill travels well.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Morris, right side. Pass to Powell. And there's a whistle. That goes on Robert Covington. That's foul number 2 for him.
And just a great job of getting there first and absorbing the contact. No question about it. No flop there. That was a direct shot to the chest.
Takes a step back. The floater. And it's rejected. Powell right side. The kick out to Morris. From deep. Knocks down the long J. Morris has got 8. A hard-fought matchup. 7 lead changes thus far.
These teams have been scoring from the get-go. Either able to land the knockout.
It's still anybody's game as we reach the end of 3. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
Talk about painting a magnificent picture with that dive. Just a great decision and a perfect delivery. And they'd love to see every possession end this way. True team basketball.
Well, this has been a great contest so far. I imagine the fourth quarter could have more action in store for us. Setting the floor for the Timberwolves. McDaniels out there with Edwards. Then it's D'Angelo Russell. Then there's Rudy Gobert. And it's Noel in at the shooting guard position. Pass to Morris. Powell outside. Now Zubats. Kennard with it. Clock at 6. And it's thrown down hard with both hands.
I just love the aggressive finish.
I'm thinking he's sending a strong message with that jam.
That's exactly how you send it. 2 hands and down. Just such a terrific dunk.
Man, born to fly, that's for sure.
Nothing surprising about that, guys. We've come to expect plays like that from him, and still, they never get old.
Morris finds Wall. Basket's good. And the Clippers lead by 2.
It's winning time, and that's a winning play.
Minnesota with the ball. Pass to Gobert. Here's Noel, defended by Kennard. There's the drive. Shoots it hard with one hand. Wow, he makes it look easy.
Did you see that? Look at the elevation on that dunk, BA.
And he just cocked it back and fired it down with one hand.
Boy, nice way to punctuate that possession.
For Minnesota, they've gone a perfect 3 for 3 here in the fourth. Here's McDaniels. And he goes up strong with a one-handed jam.
Impressive one-hand slam right there, BA.
Man, as long as he's confident about it, I'm good with it. Maybe use 2 hands next time. He knows where he is.
Somebody you can count on. He is an extremely reliable finisher.
Outside Russell. And then Russell with the dunk.
How about that dunk? I mean, you don't see that every game, but Russell looks to flush when the chance is there.
Both teams making some changes here. And the Clippers call time here. The Clippers trail. Jackson outside. On the take. Rebound Minnesota. A touch under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the fourth. Russell against Jackson. From the baseline. Here's Gobert. And it's good for two.
Well, you look at the defense, not nearly the hustle or energy at that end of the floor. It's the exact opposite of what it was in the first half.
And that one falls for Gobert. The Clippers shooting the ball at 46% from the floor. Here's George. And Gobert with a block. A rangy defender with great defensive timing. Why do you think they call Gobert the Stifle Tower? Here's Russell. Drives to the hoop. And then Russell with the dunk. And he just driving the stake in him there. He's a guy who just never lets up.
And that's terribly demoralizing for a defense, guys. I mean, they know he's going to keep coming and coming and coming, and that they may not have an answer for it.
And this is just typical of him. Always making an impact at crucial moments in the game.
You know, they want the ball in his hands here because they trust him to hit all the big shots.
Jackson against Russell.
That's exactly how you win a rebound battle. Get good position and then use your strength to hold on to that position.
Back to Leonard. Ooh, and Leonard throws it down.
Seeing George spread the wealth and picking up the assist, I think he's a better player when he's sharing the ball like that.
Here's Russell. Yep, count it. Russell's got 31.
He's certainly been their go-to guy when it matters most. He's trying to close this one out.
Takes it inside, and the layup is good off the glass. And now a 7-point Minnesota lead. They're finally waking up from a sluggish first half offensively. This half, they've been much more efficient from the field.
And George has learned a lot, and I think continues to evolve as a leader. He relishes the chance to deliver with his team.
George hits them both. Timberwolves shooting it well, almost 50% from the floor. And here's Russell. Towns on a screen. Russell, that's good. And this is the definition of a clutch player. He's 6 for 7 in the quarter as they try to pull this game out. And the jam on George.
How much you can do against Paul George in the drive? I mean, he's got great length and he knows how to use it. He gets exactly where he wants to.
Russell against Jackson. Cranked it in off the glass. Russell's got 38 points.
Well, you got to be in awe of what he's doing this quarter, actually destroying the opponent.
Here's Leonard. Oh, it's blocked by Towns.
A tremendous shot blocker in college, Kevin. Towns has packed that part of his game and brought it with him to the next level.
Russell attacking. Chalk up 2 there. He's playing very well here in the second half. And their shooting percentage is now over 50% from the field.
Yeah, it's not a surprise then to see them out in front. The way they've been efficient offensively this half and actually throughout the entire game.
And Leonard.
Outstanding execution. Good job working the ball inside.
Minnesota in the lead. Pass to Towns. Ball's going. It's George on the drive. Here's Zubats. And stolen by Gobert. Russell with the ball. Paul George pulls it in. George has got 7 rebounds in the game. Jackson finds George. He's off on that one. And Minnesota will come the other way. Here's Russell. Shoots over George. Russell, that's good. Russell's got 42 in the game.
And this young gun is fearless. Have to do more than just get a hand in Russell's face because he can make shots against good defense. He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
Oh, it makes it with the kiss. And now a 12-point Minnesota lead.
And it only makes sense to give him the rock again. He put the team on his back all game.
And no let up in him either, guys. I mean, he wants to continue to expand that lead, and as long as he's the one taking the shots, that lead's going to expand.
A minute 20 left in the fourth quarter. Now the Timberwolves with it. They're on a 15-6 run. Towns passes to Russell. And then Russell with the dunk.
And they had an advantage tonight. Came out sharp and did what was needed. Nice win here for the Timberwolves.
I think it was their play in the paint that got them the win tonight.
And the defense seemed powerless to stop them down low, resulting in plenty of high percentage shots for them.
Here's Noel. George defending. Pass to Towns. Just 5 to shoot. Down low. Zubac with the steal. Leonard right side. Knocks it loose. Now Russell. 27 seconds left in the game. Goes back up. George with the block. Leonard outside. To the middle. Now here's Russell. So we see the Timberwolves taking the W here. It ends up being a fairly easy road win.
Those are so hard to come by. It's never easy to take a game in someone else's building.
And that'll do it, folks. For Clark Kellogg, Grant Hill, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson. Thank you for watching. We'll see you later.